Hello, everyone, and welcome to our class. I'm Marjana Nagmatova, and today we're going to talk about unit number 1D, BBC Street interviews and your gadgets. In unit number 1D, we're going to focus to the vocabulary, gadgets, and we have grammar topic, except for, apart from, and not even. So let's get started. Before starting the exercises, we have three questions, warm-up questions. We should answer to these questions together. For example, number one, what gadgets do you use every day? So, as an example, uh, we can say like I use my smartwatch or smartphone, laptop, wireless earbuds every day. And I also use smartwatch sometimes and a tablet for reading or watching videos. Second question, do you use your phone more than your computer? We can say like yes, I definitely use my phone more than my computer. I use it for messaging, checking social media, and even watching YouTube or reading news. I mostly use my computer for work or studying. And the third question, could you live without your smartwatch? We can say yes, I could live without my smartwatch, but it would be a bit inconvenient. Because I like how it helps me track my steps and reminds me to move, but it's not essential like my phone. So now please pause the video and think about your answers. Thank you for your answers. Let's continue. So, our next task here, you should list as many of everyday technology as you can in 2 minutes. Please pause the video and write down your answers. Mhm. Thank you for your answers. So, here you can see the technological gadgets. We have very interesting, colorful photo. So let's pay attention to the definition of these words. For example, microphone, right? What is microphone? As we know, a microphone is a device that converts sound into electrical signal, and you can speak into it to record your voice or to be heard by others online. Sample for the word microphone, we can say, I use a microphone for my online English lessons so my teacher can hear me clearly. Yeah? Uh-huh. Our second gadget, that's mouse, as you know, we use for laptops and computers. Definition for mouse. Definition, a small device that you move with your hand to control the movement of the arrow, right? Or on a computer screen. So, for example, now also I'm using a mouse in order to, let's say, take some notes. Simple. I click it on the link with my mouse to open the website, for example, right? Our third word, that's MP3 player. What is MP3 player? MP3 player, it's a portable electronic device for playing digital audio files and music or podcasts. Sample. Before smartphones, I listened to music on my MP3 player on the way to work. Uh-huh. Our next word, that's webcam. Yeah, web camera. What's webcam? It's a small camera that connects to a computer, allowing you to transmit video, especially for video calls. Sample for webcam. Let's use it in the sentences. I turn it on my webcam so my friends could see me during our video conferences. Yeah, for example. Uh-huh. Good job. I hope you're taking notes because you should learn by heart definition of these gadgets because it will be in your final exam. So our last sample, hard drive. What is hard drive? A hard drive is the main device inside the computer for permanently storing data like documents, photos, and programs. Let's use the word hard drive in sentences. My laptop has, for example, my laptop has 500 GB, for example, hard drive to store all my university files. Yeah. Okay. Now, as a home task, pay attention to the other words and write down definition of the words. Try to practice them in your sentences in your with the help of sentences in your daily life. So it will be a good practice. Uh-huh. Thank you. Let's continue. Oops, sorry. We need eraser. Uh-huh. Good. So, our next vocabulary, it's connected with technophile and technophobe. So, question, do we know the difference between these words? If no, that's okay, don't worry. So, we should decide, are you technophile or technophobe? First of all, let's pay attention to the meaning of these words. Technophile, it's the person who loves the technology. They're technology lovers, yeah. Even from this photo, you can see. And the second word, technophobe, it's a technology hater, yeah. You can see from photo also. So please pause the video and decide, are you technophile or technophobe? Mm-hmm. Thank you for your answers. Now let's continue. In our next activity, which statements is closest to the truth for you? You should decide which statement is closest to the truth for you. The first one, I love technology and try to be as up to date as possible. I use technology, but I don't need to have all the latest gadgets. I'm not very interested in new technology, and I think it's a waste of money. So we learned some new words, vocabulary also, and now let's practice and let's answer to these questions. Please tell me which statement is close to the truth for you. Please pause the video and think about your answers. Thank you for your answers. Let's move on. So, we have exercise 2A. We're going to watch the interviews, street interviews together, and you should answer to the questions. So, I hope it will be audible. Please sit closer to the computer. Because we should answer to the questions. Question number one, which of the items below do the speakers mention? So you should take some notes. Second question, how many of the speakers think that people spend too much time looking at screen? So let's watch the video, then we will continue our discussion.
I think I could live without all my gadgets apart from my phone because it's so important to me because I use it for my emails, for university, for schoolwork, and to keep up with news and my friends.
I'm a musician and I play guitar, so my favorite kinds of gadgets are guitar pedals because I can change the way my guitar sounds.
I could live without the iPads. I could live without a home computer, but I do like a laptop, and I hate to say it, I love my phone.
I would say my laptop is a pretty important thing for work in general, and I just can't live without it. In terms of gadgets that I could live without, I'd say my smartwatch.
I love my phone. I use it all the time. I even use it in bed. I'm just pretty much never off it.
I love my laptop. I couldn't really live without it because I attend university and everything is now online, so we all rely on our textbooks online and all our lectures and our teachers teach us from our laptops.
So I love a range of gadgets from my Xbox and my laptop, but I could live without all of them except for my phone, and that's because I use it for everything, my work and in my free time.
I think they do, but I think in this day and age it's needed to look at screens, and I think that a lot of people couldn't do without the screens, so I think that's why a lot of people do it, but I do think some people do it too much.
I do think people spend too much time looking at screens. I think when you spend so much time looking at a screen, you lose the face-to-face contact and that emotion that you get from that interaction.
I do think people spend too much time on the screens. I think people are addicted to screen time, needing information or entertainment more immediately at their hands. I think people, younger generation, might have more difficulty just being with themselves on their own.
I would agree with that. People certainly look at their phones too much. It might even be the first thing in the morning. I wake up, check my emails, and might as well be the last thing in the evening where I do the same thing or check the news or things like that.
I do, especially like nowadays everything is online, everything's on technology, whether it's phones or computers.
I think people probably spend too much time on their phone, but I only really use my laptop to study and I use my phone just to contact my friends.
I think so, because it prevents you from being able to talk to people in person, and I think that the recent use of phones, even more so than in the past, has aided that problem.
Mhm. Thank you. So I hope you liked the video. And now let's check our answers. Um, question number one, if you paid attention, we had seven people, seven speakers, and they've mentioned it. Home computer. Please check your answers. Gaming console, iPad, smartwatch, and guitar pedals, and phone. Second question, how many of the speakers think that people spend too much time looking at screens? Like seven speakers, all seven people said like they use their phone, right? They spend too much time looking at screens, so all of them. Thank you. Let's continue. So video finished. Here you can see the answers. Now, Let's move on with Grammar Bank. Quick reminder, don't forget that we're using Speak Out B1 Plus for first year students. Please open Grammar Bank page 107, and on this page we have information connected with except for, apart from, and not even. The first one, if you paid attention, we use except for in our daily speech all the time, but let's revise one more time the rules connected with except for, so when we can use it. As you know, we can use except for plus noun to say that something isn't included. For example, the school teaches most ball sports except for golf. So, um, next one, next second rule, we use except for to introduce the one person thing. That means a statement isn't 100% true. For example, all the children are here except for Layla. So it means Layla is the only child who isn't here. Second sentences. I like vegetables except for onions. So it means onions are the only vegetables I don't like. I hope you're taking notes because it will be in your final exam. Yeah. And at the end of the class, we have some practical tasks. So that's why please take notes. So, when except for follows a noun, we can omit for with no change in meaning. She loves ball games except we can omit golf. They speak all the Latin-based languages except skip also. You can skip also Romanian. So. Next rule, when we use except as a conjunction that joins two clauses, it can't be followed by for, don't forget. The meaning is the same as except for. My dogs are similar, except the oldest one is bigger. Second sample, the books look good, except the covers are slightly damaged. So now we know how to use except for, and we had enough samples. So our second grammar phrase, that would be apart from. Let's talk about the rules connected with apart from. We use apart from plus noun for the meaning of the apart from plus noun is the same with except for. Let's check the samples. So we're open every day apart from Sunday. Apart from Kenzo, the whole family came to the wedding. I like all types of films, apart from documentaries. Apart from the sound of the clocks, the house was silent. Second grammar phrase is also understandable. Let's continue with the third one. That's even. So, rules for even, when we can use even. As we know, we use even to emphasize that something is surprising or something is unusual. For example, John doesn't usually watch TV, but even he liked that program. Second one, I'll help you with the project. I'll even stay with you after work to finish it. Okay, now let's continue with the last grammar phrase. That would be not even. Okay, let's see how and when we can use not even. So, not even, we use to emphasize a surprising negative point. For example, not even Joe, whose English is very good, could understand what he was saying. Second simple, she changed so much, I didn't even recognize her. Yeah, that's it. So now we finished rules about grammar bank on page 107. Now let's continue. So on this page we have exercise connected with a grammar bank. Look at the sentences from the video from A to D and complete the rules from 1 to 3 with except for, apart from, or even. Please pause your videos, read carefully, and write down your answers. Thank you. Let's check. So number one, we use even to show something is surprising or unusual, and we want to emphasize the point, right? That we've discussed it on the previous slides. Second one, we use apart from and except for to say that something isn't included. Yeah. And the third one, we usually follow apart from and except for with a noun. Thank you for your answers. Let's continue. So, another activity for practicing. Please pause the video and write down your answers. Here you should pay attention to the six sentences you have. Yes, are the meaning of the sentences A and B the same? If the meaning of the sentence is the same, write S. And if the meaning of the sentence is different, write D with capital letters. Please pause the video and write down your answers. Thank you. Good job. Now you can see and check your answers. We have another task for practicing the grammar bank, exercise 2. Please read carefully and correct the mistakes in the conversations, but don't forget that one conversation is correct. So please pause the video and write down your answers. Later we will check together. Thank you. Now please check your answers. Good job. Now, let's continue. So, we have interesting speaking task. So, at home, please think about exercise B. You should read the questionnaire and make a note of your answers. You and your gadgets. Here we have 6 questions connected with your gadgets, the technology vocabulary also we practiced in previous slides. Gadgets also we practiced it. So your home task will be writing down your answers using the new words and using the grammar bank that we've discussed today. Grammar bank, don't forget, except for, apart from, and not even. So this is the end of the class. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye. See you next class.